What if I told you that the most powerful European empires, France, Britain, and Spain, were once brought to their knee, not by another army, not by a rival king, but by slaves? In 1791, on the island of Saint-Domingue, 500,000 enslaved Africans rose up, and what they did next would shake the world. This is the story of the Haitian Revolution, the only successful slave revolt in human history, and it terrified Europe to its core. This wasn't just another rebellion. This was a war for freedom, fought by people who had nothing left to lose. It created the first Black Republic. It destroyed one of the wealthiest colonies on Earth. And it forced empires to rethink everything they believed about race, power, and control. If you've never heard of it, you're not alone. This is the rebellion history tried to bury. But today, we're digging it up. Welcome to Saint-Domingue, the French colony that made more money than all 13 American colonies combined. It produced sugar, coffee, indigo, but all of it was soaked in blood. By 1791, nearly 500,000 Africans were enslaved there. Whipped, starved, branded like cattle. They outnumbered white colonists by more than 10 to 1, but they were controlled with terror until that terror backfired. The year was 1791. France was in chaos. The revolution had broken out in Paris. Words like liberty and equality echoed across the Atlantic. In Saint-Domingue, enslaved people were listening. Some said if the French king was gone, maybe slavery would end. Others didn't wait to find out. On the night of August 22nd, 1791, they made their move. It started at a secret ceremony in the woods. Bois Caïman, Vodou priest Duddy Boukman led hundreds in an oath. They swore to rise, to fight, and to burn the plantations to ash. That night, the island lit up in flames. Within days, over 1,000 plantations were destroyed. White planters fled or were killed. The richest colony in the world had turned into a battlefield. But this wasn't random violence. The rebels had a plan. They organized, marched, and attacked in waves. Whole regions were taken over. Within weeks, thousands had joined the uprising. France was stunned. Other empires were horrified. Could this happen in Jamaica, Cuba, Virginia? Slaveholders across the Atlantic couldn't sleep. Out of the chaos rose a leader. His name? Toussaint Louverture, a former slave, self-educated, a master tactician. He joined the rebellion in 1793 and changed everything. Toussaint built an army, disciplined, organized, unstoppable. He switched alliances, fought the French, then joined them after they abolished slavery in 1794. And by 1797, he was the most powerful man on the island. He ruled Saint-Domingue like a general, and Europe took notice. One French officer wrote, "He is a black Spartacus. We cannot defeat him." But in Europe, Napoleon Bonaparte had seized power. He didn't care about abolition. He cared about profits. And Saint-Domingue's sugar was worth a fortune. In 1701, Toussaint declared himself governor for life. He banned slavery across the island, and Napoleon took it as a challenge. The French emperor sent 30,000 troops, the largest expedition ever to cross the Atlantic. Their mission? Crush the rebellion, re-enslave the people. At first, Napoleon's forces pretended to make peace. They promised safety to Toussaint and his men, but it was a trap. In June 1702, Toussaint was captured during a supposed negotiation. He was shipped to France, locked in a freezing mountain prison. He died there, starved and alone. But his words lived on. "In overthrowing me, you have only cut down the trunk of the tree of liberty. It will spring up again by the roots, for they are many and they are deep." He was right. After Toussaint's capture, his brutal lieutenant, Jean-Jacques Dessalines, took command. He wasn't interested in peace. He wanted revenge. By now, Napoleon's troops were dying, not just in battle, but from yellow fever. Tens of thousands fell. The island became a graveyard for the French. Dessalines launched a scorched earth campaign. He burned towns, ambushed columns. And in 1803, at the Battle of Vertières, he delivered the final blow. France surrendered. Napoleon gave up. On January 1st, 1804, Dessalines stood before his army and declared, "We must live free or die." The colony of Saint-Domingue was gone. In its place stood Haiti, the world's first black republic. No more chains, no more masters, a nation of former slaves who had beaten an empire. Europe was speechless. The British feared revolt in Jamaica. American slaveholders feared uprisings in Georgia. The ripple effect had begun, but freedom came at a cost. Haiti was isolated. France demanded reparations, 90 million gold francs, just for recognizing its independence. It took over 100 years to pay. The economy collapsed. Foreign powers refused to trade, and Haiti, though free, was punished for its victory. But the flame lit in 1791 never went out. So why does this story matter? Because it proves something most empires never wanted you to believe, that even the most oppressed people, without armies, without money, can fight back and win. The Haitian Revolution wasn't just a rebellion, it was a revolution of the mind, a warning shot to every tyrant, and a promise to the enslaved: you are not powerless. If this story moved you, don't let it disappear again. Like this video, subscribe for more untold history, and in the comments, tell us, have you ever heard this story before? What else do you think the world has tried to hide? Let's keep digging, because history isn't just about the past, it's about the power to shape the future.